Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well and ready for today's lesson. Be sure to have your notes and a pencil in front of you and pause the video whenever you need to stop and write something down. In today's lesson, we will be talking about expressions, what they are, and how to write them. An algebraic expression is like a math phrase that uses variables represented as letters, numbers, and operations to express a quantity. Think to English class for a second. A phrase is a short statement that is not a complete sentence, such as, the huge elephant. A complete sentence is two parts, which would look like this. The huge elephant is watching TikTok. An algebraic expression is like a phrase and could look like this. 2x plus 3, whereas an algebraic equation is similar to an entire sentence to introduce something else that the first expression is equal to, such as 2x plus 3 equals 14. That's just a little context for what we will get to eventually in algebra, but today we are focusing on just expressions. The letter x that you just saw in the expression 2x plus 3 is called a variable. It represents an unknown quantity.
Mr. Young walked across the beach and collected some seashells and put them in a bucket. The letter x represents the number of seashells currently in his bucket. You don't know exactly how many are in there, but you do know that some are in there, and you can account for the unknown quantity by using a variable. If he then decided to find the same number of seashells and fill up his other bucket, we now have the expression 2x. We still don't know how many there are in all, but it is definitely 2 times what he had before. If he then found exactly 3 more seashells and put them in either one of the buckets, we now have the expression 2x plus 3 seashells in all. Again, we don't know exactly how many seashells there are in all, but we do have a general expression where if we did know what x was, or if we wanted to experiment with different numbers for x, we could easily substitute that number for x and do these two operations to find the total. Multiply by 2, because we have 2 buckets, and then add 3, because we just found 3 more seashells. The first thing that you need to be able to do is translate a statement like 3 more than twice a number to an expression like 2x plus 3.
In order to do this properly, you need to be able to identify a few keywords and the operations to use when you see them. You can pause the video now to write down these notes. I'm now going to work a few examples that are in your notes worksheet. I'm going to work the odd number problems, and I want you to complete the even number problems on your own. Don't forget to pause the video when you need to slow down a little. When you finish, you can zip over to the end of this video for the answers with the work shown.
Let's begin with number 1. The sum of a number and 4. Sum indicates that I will be adding 2 quantities together. In this case, I will be adding a number, my unknown value, and 4, a known value. I'll represent a number with a variable n. So this expression will look like n, sum means plus, and 4, n plus 4. Number 3, the product of a number and 5. Product is a key word that reminds me I will be multiplying these 2 quantities together, a number and 5. So when I multiply a number and a variable together, we always want to put the number first. This expression is 5n. Number 5. A number squared increased by 1. There are two operations that are taking place in this expression. Squared means that I will be raising to the power of 2, and increased means I will be adding. So, what is being squared? A number. Therefore, this will look like n squared. Increased means I will be adding, so n squared plus 1.
That's your lesson for today. Your assignment is to complete the mastery check and discussion question that you can find on Canvas. Email me whatever questions you have, and I will address them as quickly as I can.